Hi everyone, it's Rachel here. Selection criteria. This can be a little bit of a tricky area to navigate when you're building a resume and looking at responding to the different job applications that are coming up. So what we're going to do in this short video, we're going to look at how to pull apart the selection criteria, and I'm going to show you my 3-step formula of how you can actually apply this and draft up a copy to respond all on your own. This is all part of the job application kit that I have available on Design by Teachers. So let's have a go. I'm going to flip the screen and have a little look inside the product now. Here is a little look inside the job application kit for beginning teachers looking to get prepared right from the beginning of creating their resume to the letter response, selection criteria response, and also preparing for your interview. This is looking at how to respond to the selection criteria. Now, the 3-step formula involves 1, linking it to the right standard. So when you're looking at the key selection criteria, you need to pull apart. Normally there'll be 2 or 3 that they're looking for. You need to align to the AITSL standard. Once you align it to the correct standard, you then create a sentence here. This is very much like an essay formula, okay? So you're going to reword the selection criteria and formulate it, linking it to the AITSL standard. Here is where you're going to give clear results of your use inside of the AIT standard. So you are going to be saying here in this example, I linked this, I did this strategy, I performed this. This is where you're going to show your expertise, and down here is going to be a conclusion and summary and result of based upon the things that you implemented, okay? So that's what you do, 1, 2, and 3. So here is an example. We're going to break it down right now. So the criteria 1 demonstrates a commitment to knowing their students and differentiates the curriculum to cater for different learning styles. They are looking at criteria 1, know the students and how they learn, okay? So if we pop over to the AIT website, this will give you a hint, okay? It pulls it apart in all the different standards here, in between each little indicator. It's going to help you answer that question. That's why I say it's most important to link back to the right AISLT standards, okay? Sorry, AITSL standards. That's a mouthful for me. So, your opening sentence. All students are entitled to relevant and engaging learning programs that address their individual learning needs. Quality teaching and learning programs incorporate the diverse needs of all students, encompassing aesthetic learning experiences. Quality programs and instruction should encompass such needs and provide a foundation for successful long life learning. Step 2, this is where you link to your experiences. During my practicum/internships and work as a tutor, I have been able to develop skills through a variety of situations, including, and then I bullet point it. This is what I would do. So if you had a year 4 class that was culturally diverse, you can talk about it there. If you researched the different learning styles, which no doubt you would have, if you had a child with special needs or had some learning difficulties, you would have had to do that, and how you had to deal with behavioral issues, how you needed to adjust your systems, okay? Modifying any curriculum, show us examples of how you did that, how you did observations with the IEP program, okay? Planning lessons. So that's where you can do that, and then you conclude with a statement. As a graduate teacher, I'm extremely focused on developing professional and respectful relationships with students so that I can equip myself as an educator with the skills to create a secure learning environment where students feel free, that should be in there, to explore and trust me to guide them on a learning journey with lessons and experiences tailored to their individual needs. You're showing them what you're going to be doing with it and what you've done with it. So it's giving a bit of purpose and direction. So that is how you respond to the selection criteria, and you repeat that 3-step process: identifying and linking to the standard, giving clear examples, and then summarizing, showing where you're going to go in the future. Okay, I do suggest putting this one in bold and this one in bold. It just helps to break up your responses. You're going to be having individuals looking over a lot of resumes. So that tiny little technique is just something that will help break apart, because you don't want it to be a boring A4 page. You want it to be broken up, and that's a good way to do that. I don't suggest doing bright colors, but using bold is a good savvy way to be able to do that. Do not use fonts smaller than I wouldn't go smaller than 12, but if you go to 11, you're right on the boundary, okay? And don't go longer than a page for each response that you're going to for the selection criteria. So I hope that was really helpful. I'd love to get your feedback. And if you've got any questions, feel free to make a comment, and I'll be seeing you soon.